Hey, hey, hey. Happy Friday. It's morning time, which is going to be quite surprising that I'm posting this early, huh? I just got a new job, and I'm doing some training for that coming up shortly, so I have like 4 days off in a row, and I really don't know what to do with myself. So I've slept as much as I can sleep, and now I'm ready to talk to you. So we're answering questions this week. Lots and lots of questions. I love the question game, by the way. I could probably ask them, Michelle knows, for a long, long, long time. So if you ever want to play, feel free to drop me a line and we can question back and forth. But it's really cool that we're doing this week. So I, like everyone else, am going to answer the questions at hand because there's a growing number of them. And then I'll ask my questions and post another video this weekend answering the ones that I get in return. That make sense? Yes. Okay. First, Jess Mary B asked me, by the way, I miss you guys. You're so cute. I just want to hug you both. I get so excited when you guys talk because I'm like, I've been there, I've seen you in person, we should totally hang out. Okay, I'm done. One, if you believe in love at first sight. It's funny that you asked me this. First of all, because I always get the sincere, genuine, heartfelt, Kade's adorable sort of questions, and everyone else gets the, like, what kind of sex goddess are you questions, which I think is really humorous. But I used to believe in love at first sight, as a kid, as a teenager, when you have no idea what love is or what it takes, and you have this sort of innocence, and like this innocent naivety about the way that you see the world. So, yes, I did used to believe in love at first sight. Do I now? No, I don't. I think that love takes experience, and experience takes time. So, I think that you can have a connection with someone at first sight, and that you might lust for them, or you might want to get to know them more, or you might feel connected to them, but I don't think that you can love them right away. But that's just me. Second question. What is my favorite quality in the person that I'm dating, whose name is Xena? And she did laugh when you guys commented on the fact that she's a warrior princess, because she gets that all the time since day one. But it is spelled with a Z, so don't get it twisted. I really liked what Michelle said about a certain someone, and how she felt like the best possible her around her. I've been doing a lot of work lately on holding myself accountable and on making my actions match my words, because I have very good intentions in relationships, but I tend to be a little flighty, if you will. So I think that my favorite quality about the girl I'm seeing is that she holds me accountable. She doesn't take my shit, which is kind of nice. And on top of that, she makes me laugh. And every time I'm with her, I have a fantastic time. And, like time doesn't really exist. So it's kind of nice just to be yourself and not to have to worry about what else is going on in the world just for a little bit. So Lori asked me a bunch of things, actually. Things I miss about being female. It's a hard question, Lori. I think that what's funny to me is that male privilege really exists. People do treat you differently in society depending on your gender. And we'd like to think that that's not true, but it really is. So I think that I miss that dynamic. Does that make sense? And also just the camaraderie of other females. I think that girls have different friendships and different connections, and guys do as well. And I think that I miss the strong connections of having girl friendships that I don't necessarily get now. I still have strong friendships, but they're in a different capacity. So that's really interesting to me. I'm gonna come visit you when it snows. Duh. And my favorite games and my favorite movies from when I was a kid. I played a lot of board games. Don't think that just because you're 30 that you're the only one that plays board games, AJ. I played Aggravation with the little marbles, or Sorry, or Trouble. My grandparents really like to play Phase 10, which is a card game. I could play that for hours. Scrabble, I'm a huge board game fan. So, yeah, if anyone wants to play board games, I'm down. Favorite movies? The Rescuers Down Under and Fievel Goes West, and The Neverending Story, duh, and I was a big Disney kid. I really liked Disney movies, although the Little Mermaid, like, evil woman always really freaked me out. My favorite Disney movie is Beauty and the Beast, because I really like the inventor dad guy and all his little gadgets, and the song at the beginning when they're like going through the town and they're like, all these people are saying hi and they're like, what up, blah blah blah. So yeah, so those are my favorite movies. AJ asked me if I would ever grow a handlebar mustache. One, I think mustaches are really creepy. I think it's a creep stash. I don't think there is a mustache out there that could survive on its own without a full beard. So I do kind of have a 5 o'clock shadow, only because that's the only thing I can grow right now, not because like that's the fashion that I think is cool. Eventually, yes, I would like to just grow a beard, but I can't because it doesn't grow up here, just down here. So whatevs. But no, I will never have a handlebar mustache unless you pay me $10 and I've been drinking, and then we can talk about it. My best buddy Michelle. My earliest memory of not being a girl. I'm surprised that you haven't asked me this question already. Honestly, I don't think that I ever registered like I'm not this way. I just sort of assumed when I was younger, I just sort of assumed that everyone felt this way and that no one really felt like the binary. Does that make sense? Until I got into like 6th or 7th grade and all the girls around me started, being like 13-year-old girls, and I wasn't. And so I guess the earliest memory of me actually noticing something different was 12 or 13, because until then I was just really androgynous. And so after that I was still really androgynous, and I didn't know that I had any other outlet until way later, like 16, 17, 18. But yeah, so being 13 on the playground is when I found out. And if I was another beaver for a day, I would totally be Jess. Yeah, I think because I don't know. I say I would want to be Jess, but I wouldn't want to be Jess. I would just want to be Jess's shadow. I would just want to hang out with Jess, because San Diego is awesome and she does so many cool things. She volunteers at the center and she's got that whole promotion thing going on, and she lives with Mary B, just saying, and it's just cool. Like, I would just want to like hang out and do fun stuff and have adventures all the time. So if I could have a day of shadowing, that's what I would do. Okay, I think I answered all the questions. It might have been a little scattered, so sorry about that. But now it's time for me to ask questions.